So, if you can tell, this is one of my most frequent and adorable interruptions all over my workspace. And she's very insistent that I give her attention. And I've even set up this old sweatshirt that we have here. And eventually, she'll go lay down on it. But only after she gets attention. And sits on my paper, on my stuff. Just cats, am I right? Morning all. It's like 6 in the morning. It's Wednesday. I think last time I talked to you, it was about Friday. I'm still working on planning. I have a couple of sick kids. It's been, it's been busy. It's kind of what happens with my life and I think the lives of all y'all. So eventually I think I will edit all of this into one video and you won't be stuck dealing with a daily kind of slog, but that's what life is. That's what I think any type of project is. At some point it just gets monotonous and you just have to power through some of the crappy stuff. So that's why I'm filming. I haven't forgotten. I haven't quit. It's just blah right now. So I'm gonna finish setting up my morning situation. I'm gonna spend a few minutes drinking coffee, and we can go from there. Okay, so now you see the light has changed because I have my daylight on me. I had to go get my footrest. I'm very short. I am 5 feet tall and that's it. So anytime I sit at a chair, it's been kind of the challenge of my life to be comfortable. And part of being comfortable, at least as much as I can be, helps me focus more, right? I'm not distracted by falling off a chair. Just being able to put my feet up on something and not dangle like a little child, like I pretty much do everywhere else, has been actually kind of a big deal. The next thing I do as far as my morning routines here is that I do spend some time just drinking coffee and vegging and centering myself. And that's not to say, so like this would be a great time if you were into journaling to journal or do affirmations or meditation or anything like that. I'm getting better at setting a timer. I got like a little cheap visual timer on Amazon, and that allows me to limit myself on the amount of time, because otherwise I'll just scroll on the phone and go through social feeds and read the news and freak out about the state of the world, and I don't have time for that, so I do limit it. While I do that, I leave my sun lamp on. That thing, it's a lot brighter in your face than I think the camera lets on, so that's why I'm wincing. It's early and I have a sun in my face. This really helps me wake up. It's actually really funny how easy it is for me to wake up and actually get my circadian rhythm going and stay positive. I was really surprised at how well it worked. I find it essential for me for getting up in the morning this early and being ready to work. Not naturally being a morning person, it's been very helpful. So that's it. Hey morning, it's Thursday. I think, yes, it's Thursday. And I just got into my shed, so ready to start some work. It's been kind of a heck of a week, I guess. It's been busy. I am getting sick, I think. My kids have been sick, and it was kind of only a matter of time before I caught it and passed on. It's just my turn. So, it'll be interesting to like plan out pushing through and continuing to work, or being kind to myself and listening to my body and taking some extra rest. So I am used to, by my old jobs and just cultural attitudes, to work until you drop dead, and I have pretty much done that multiple times in multiple ways, and it never works out well. I end up injuring myself. I end up way sicker for way longer, or relapsing, whatever it is. So these last couple years, I've been trying to pay more attention to just being kinder to myself. We do a lot with our bodies. So if there's any way that I can maybe slow it down and take a break, I might. So if I feel worse tomorrow, I think I will not be getting up at 5:15 in the morning and getting in here at 6. I might take a day off, but we'll see. We found an old iPhone that I will be able to use for, like, you know, overhead background stuff, and I don't have to continue to use my phone for things. I also like to use my phone when I'm working, so it's hard to film and work on the same device at the same time, but I'm working with what I got, so that's what I got. I got 2 janky phones and a few, you know, janky stands or whatnot, but I'm gonna make it work. And oh, there's the phone. I found the phone. So I just want you guys to be encouraged and just see how transparent and honest everything is. Today is going to be an interesting day. I'll be sad if I don't get to work tomorrow, because I won't achieve the goals that I kind of set out for myself at the beginning of this week. I won't finish what I wanted to finish, but sometimes I think health and everything takes precedence. So be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. Talk to you later. I will get some work done today. All right, y'all, so I'm really excited about this, but I just actually found this old flexible mount that I've had, and I was able to mount my old iPhone on it. So now I'll be able to, like, film my workspace while also talking and doing stuff, which makes me basically a super official YouTuber now. So that was exciting. My throat still hurts though, and I'm getting sick, and it sucks. Okay, bye. Morning. It's a Monday. I am still sick. I did take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday sort of off. I didn't wake up early or do any work in here, so that's not too bad, but I did do finishing up a bunch of administrative work. I wanted to finish my goal for the week, which was to fill out and complete my planner. So I did that, but as far as doing anything hardcore, I did try to take it easy. Today I feel all right. This light's really bright. I'm trying to wake up. I feel very drowsy and just not 100%, but I think I just need to get back in the swing of things. So I'm gonna sit here, wake myself up, drink some coffee, and then I am going to finish planning out my week, and then I'm gonna get started on those tasks. So that's where we're at. See you all in a bit. My second spare super official pro camera, my extra camera that I was using for my overhead shots, did not charge. So I'm just gonna cut this off and then start it back up when I'm ready to talk again. So see you all in a bit. Oh yeah, I meant to turn this off, but it's like 47 degrees in here now. It was 46 a minute ago. So I have my heater on, and I'm also trying to warm up and thaw out a little bit. It's kind of cold. Alrighty, bye. Hey all, so I was really sad this morning because my coffee maker did not make my coffee. The clock is not set right. And so I had to make it and wait for it to, like, finish cooking or whatever. Dripping. Sorry, it's super early and I haven't had that said coffee. Anyway, so I was really sad and bummed, and it's like 40, well, it was 42. It's not like 43 degrees in here, so it's getting all nice and toasty. Yay. But I got to my desk and I was left a little Valentine. So thank you to the hubby. And on top of that, it's chocolate covered espresso beans. So maybe I just don't need coffee right now. That's a lie. I always need coffee. All right, bye. Hey, good morning. So I've been working for, I don't know, about an hour. I feel a lot better today, so getting over this cold, that's good. And I finished my planner. So what I've decided to do is actually work on some sort of business plan. So I don't think that this is like something that everybody has to do or do it exactly the same way, because that makes no sense. But the way that I was struggling with organization and figuring out my next steps and figuring out what I needed to do and the amount of time that I had to get to my goal required some planning. I mean, it just did. So what I ended up doing was going on Etsy actually and looking at different printables for different types of planners. I looked at different business planners. I looked at different financial planners. I looked at different goals planners, and I ended up getting a couple different things. I didn't spend much more than like, I don't know, a couple dollars on each printable total. But I kind of looked at what I needed and what would work for me, and I purchased them and I downloaded them, and then I worked on organizing them and filling them out. So that's what I have. This isn't necessarily something that I know is going to be something that I stick with. So to start, I tend to try new systems out, and if they work for me, great. If they don't, then I move on and I try something else out. Like, I am okay with iterating on almost any facet of my life. Cooking, planning, personal planning, and now finances. And then the act of writing something down really helped cement a good plan and a good mentality, really, and a good attitude. I feel much more motivated. So now that I'm organized, I feel better. Morning all. So I just wanted to like point out how really stinking cold it is today. It says 39 degrees. It's 39 degrees inside this shed. I have the heater on, but it's gonna be a while till my little heater warms this place up. So it is Friday, February 17th, and this was my first self-imposed deadline day, and it is also the first day that I will not be making my self-imposed deadline. I'm actually really sad about this. My deadline was to get my website up and have it ready. It's not supposed to be a very complicated site. It's just really kind of a nice little landing area that tells you all more about us and me and my brand and my vision and all of that. Nothing major, nothing complicated, nothing too super heavy. I fortunately do have a web developer as a husband, and he was helping me, and he is helping me, but me as a business person and me as a loving stay-at-home wife are similar but also very different. When I get into business and things that I need to get done, I get very intense, I guess, and serious. Actually, I'm a lot more serious than I think people realize. So my vision in my mind and my mental model in my mind was not the same as his. Plus, he has a full-time job and I'm working at 5 a.m. So actually finding things to work to your time to work together on and everything was challenging. That all being said, we also have a bunch of constraints as far as, I mean, for me, finances, right? I'm starting this up literally self-funding, and I don't have a job, so he's self-funding me. I have like a permanent, semi-permanent angel investor going on. But either way, like, we don't want to spend a ton of money on web hosting and subscriptions to really anything if we can help it right now. So all of that put together made it so my expectation of having a website done was not necessarily the most reasonable one. I created all the copy that I feel like I needed to create, that I wanted to create. I picked fonts. I have a color scheme. My logo, is ready and uploaded, but the actual site itself with the theme, the layout, the appearance, the navigation is not there, not where I need it to be. So we had to push back till Monday. And that's hard. I don't like missing deadlines. I don't like being late. It really makes me feel weird, even if it's self-imposed. And that makes it so next week is going to be hella busy. my goal was to have a website first, YouTube post next, social media third, to build up like anticipation for all 0 followers, and shop fourth. That was kind of, in my mind, the appropriate order of operations for, you know, starting something like this from scratch. I think that can still happen. I just have to push back my release of my first video a week. Well, not a week, sorry, like 5 days. And then social media like right after that. So what I'm gonna do is next Monday is make sure that the website's ready to go. Monday website, Tuesday YouTube, Wednesday my social media, which is going to be Facebook and Instagram. Those are the ones I'm most familiar with. I am a older millennial, I guess, so I kind of fall into that category very easily. So I'm most familiar with those. Those are what I'm going to use, and we'll go from there. So that puts me at, if I do all of that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that gives me exactly 1 week to get the rest of like my Etsy shop, everything up and running. So that will be kind of busy. But I think I can do it. I think it's okay. It's just kind of, again, trying to be honest. I've been sick, and then my child and children have been sick. So like things happen, right? So today, Friday, the 17th, since I won't be meeting my goal, I did open up my Facebook and Instagram pages, and then I just made them coming soon and not really going to worry about it, but I got the names and kind of set them aside and protected them. So that's helpful. I've been trying to figure out how to edit videos on YouTube. So I have a lot of recorded content, but I haven't actually sat down and edited because I don't want to look at myself, and I don't want to listen to myself, and I don't want to watch myself. And this is really, it's really vulnerable. It's really hard. Not something that I'm very familiar with at all as far as being on a camera and talking to a screen. It feels weird, completely, honestly. So I got to do that by Tuesday. Totally fine. Can do this. Right now, to kind of just make myself feel better, when I'm stressed, I need to be creative. So when I'm angry, I bake. When I'm really mad, I cook, I clean. And I've also noticed that when I'm stressed in some way, shape, or form, I need to be creative. Take care, y'all. Spread some kindness. Inspire some joy. Be creative. I am tired. Siri with the C out.